Good morning and happy Wednesday. It is hump day. Whew. So, let's chat about what has been going on with my body since I stopped the 10,000 steps a day thing. So, you guys know that I walked 10,000 steps plus a day for 31 days straight for the entire month of August, and I lost, so I haven't sat down to do the official video yet of everything that happened to my body, just because, like I said, the month of September is insane for me. And I have people here basically every single week of September, so it's difficult to film anything. So I will just let you know in this video that I did lose 7.4 or 7.7, I have it down in my phone, pounds during that month. And there's a lot of things that I noticed my body and mind benefited from. And so today, as I'm uploading this and recording this, is September 11th, which also I just want to take a minute to acknowledge what September 11th means here in the United States. I grew up very, 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 very close to Manhattan, only about 40 minutes, and so I just want to acknowledge that and everybody that was affected and still is affected by what happened many, many, many years ago. So, but with it being the 11th of September, I haven't done my 10,000 steps in 11 days. I think I've done it once this entire time, and not even intentionally. That was just from doing things. And man, do I feel a huge difference. I feel a huge difference physically and mentally. And I just can't believe it. So I got down to 223.4, I think, or 223.6 actually. And that is my, has been my lowest weight so far. It's only 2 pounds away from the 221, which, as you guys know, is a very important special number to me when I hit that. And I got on the scale this morning and I was 227.7. So I've gained about 5 pounds, really since the weekend. And I know that it's not all fat. I'm sure some of it is, but I know a lot of it is bloat. I'm a few days late for my period again, well, according to the Flow app. So I think that plays a factor in it. But what I really think is happening is that all of that crap that I ate over the weekend of having my friends here and everything is just sitting on and in my stomach. And one of the biggest things that walking helped me with when I was doing it in the month of August was bloating. That helped me so much. And because I'm barely even getting 3,000 steps a day in right now, because I'm not being intentional with my walks. I'm not doing my morning walk anymore with the kids. It's hard now that school has started back up, so routines are completely different, and activities are taking place now for one of the kids during the times that we would have been walking, and so things have just shifted, they've just changed, which is fine. I just need to find a new routine. because I've been tired. That's another thing too. Oh, excuse me. Speaking of being tired, my energy level has like plummeted. And again, this all could be related to the fact that like I'm supposed to be getting my period right now. All of the sugar that I consumed over the weekend. And there's a lot of factors for this, but I really think not walking, and I'm not even saying like reaching my 10,000 steps. I think just literally walking and like moving my body is also part of the problem. I've noticed that I've been less motivated. I have been kind of letting things roll off my shoulders. Like, oh, like I didn't meal prep at all for this week, so I kind of have just been like throwing together random things for lunch and for breakfast. So like that's different for me, because normally no matter what, I make sure that I have my lunch, I have this, I have that. So I can just tell I've definitely been a lot more moody. But again, that could also have something to do with my period should show up very soon, hopefully. And yeah, I'm just feeling very blah. And I think the combination between everything is why. But it is just interesting because I feel like I feel like if I was still walking and I had those few days of like indulging, that it would have kind of leveled out, or maybe not have gotten as far as it did, because I would have been moving my body, my mind still would have been in that same like pattern. So I definitely need to figure something out with moving again, because I feel like trash. Oh my goodness. I just like, this is a perfect representation of like how I'm feeling. It's like no matter how much sleep I get, I still wake up so tired. And I'm sure that has something to do with my sugar being like all over the place, because it's probably like detoxing now. The amount of buntinis from Nothing Bun Cakes that I ate over the weekend is probably criminal. Don't get me wrong, I don't regret it, but I do regret not sticking to moving my body. It just started with me being like, oh, okay, September, I'm gonna take like a little break. Like I'm gonna take a few days off, kind of. Just to like give myself a little break, so I didn't have to like, think about doing it and whatnot. And then those few days turned into friends coming, and then that turned into, hanging with them, not wanting to like leave the conversation to do my steps. Not that they would have cared. And don't get me wrong, I've done a few walks here and there, but nothing like I was doing in August. And then when they left, I was tired, obviously, because I had friends there for 5 days. And so now Tim and I have this week where it's just us, which obviously is going to include a lot of cleaning and this and that, and then our other friend comes. And then she stays with us, and then it's my birthday. She's going to be with us for my birthday. And then she leaves, and then 2 days later, somebody else comes, which I'm so excited about. Or 3 other people, actually. So, not to mention also September is kind of just a rough month for me in general. September, I used to love September because it's my birthday, it's my sister's birthday, it's one of my best friend's birthdays, but 2 years ago on September 18th we lost my uncle, and that's only just a few short days before my birthday, and ever since then September has felt like it's not my favorite month anymore. And also, since living so far away from my family for 4 years now, September can be kind of somber because a lot of the times I spend my birthday alone. Not like alone, obviously I have friends here and everything, but like without my family, so that's hard. And I miss my sister's birthday every year, and you know, I miss my best friend's 30th birthday a few years ago. So it's just like a lot of like reminders that like I'm not home with my family. And Tim and I have had a lot of conversations recently about like, did we make the right choice by moving, and like, do we want to move back? But it's so hard, and I can make a whole video on that because that's something I'm really struggling with right now, especially ever since Melody, my 6-month-old niece, came along. But it's hard because my heart is just in two places. I absolutely love where we live, and like this is where I want to raise children, and you know, I love where we live, but everybody I love, other than a handful of people, are back home, and my family is my entire life. So thinking about having kids, not having them literally down the street also seems impossible. But also financially back home where I grew up my entire life, it just is not feasible literally for anybody. But also where we live now is becoming not feasible. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, you know what I mean? So that's been weighing on me a lot. So September just kind of is hard altogether. And yeah, so I'm kind of struggling a little bit this month, which sucks because I just did so amazing last month, and I had such a high from like living my life and doing something great. And you know, September is a happy month, but it's also, it's like a bittersweet month for me now. But I don't want that to derail me because I'm so freaking close to hitting my 100-pound down goal of my, you know, surgery weight from 2017. And then having a brand new, you know, adult low in weight. And then obviously that gets me closer to hitting 100 pounds down since I started Mounjaro. So like, there's so many great things that if I just focus on what's in front of me, like, will come out of September. It's just I've fallen off that like trend and upward trend of moving my body, and I can tell that it's like affecting my mental health too, because like I said, I've been a lot more moody. I'm somber like I am right now, which is fine, like feel your feelings, but I know it has something to do with that. So yeah, it's definitely interesting the things that I've noticed since stopping, you know, intentionally walking, especially like just the bloating. Like, it is insane, and I know it's bloating because like I can physically like see it. So it's definitely like, it makes sense though, like I'm not moving around at all. So one, I'm not burning as many calories, and two, everything's just kind of sitting instead of just like, you know, making its way out as I'm walking around. So it's time for me to get off my soapbox. And, you know, my uncle would have wanted us to celebrate him this month instead of, you know, do what I'm doing right now. So I need to just remember to do that for him. Even though it's really hard, obviously. And everybody coming here like this month is so exciting, and I think it's gonna help kind of diminish like the sadness that September brings now, because I'm gonna be surrounded by friends and family basically all month. But I really just need to get my steps back up, my movement back up, because man, oh man, I just feel sluggish. That's like the perfect word to describe it. I just feel sluggish, and I feel heavy and tired and not myself. So gonna try to figure out a new plan for movement this week for work, and then when I get home, just force myself to go right out, either with myself or with Hunter, because I need to. And it's like a cool experiment too. I mean, like, okay, I lost 7 point something pounds walking for a month straight, like 2 times a day, sometimes more, hitting my 4 to 5 miles a day. Now I'm down to like maybe 1.5 miles a day, and I've gained weight, I'm bloated, I'm sad. Like, yes, there's other factors weighing in here, but you know, now let's see if I still am the same weight while walking, while still being sad because it's September and having people here and all that stuff. Like, it's a good little experiment. So I'm not mad at myself. I'm not disappointed in any way. Am I a little bummed that the scale is up, because now that means I'm a little bit farther away from the 221 mark? Like, yeah, but I'm not like mad or like upset or discouraged. I'm just like, okay, that makes sense. Like, you know, does it suck that I'm back up a little bit? Yeah, but it's not like, I'm not mad at it, if that makes sense. I'm not mad at myself, is what I should say. Like, I'm not regretting any of my decisions, other than how many sliders I ate, because that gave me a little bit of acid reflux. But other than that, I'm not regretting enjoying myself and my friends and all of that stuff. It's just part of life. And if that means gaining almost 5 pounds to enjoy myself and not care and like whatever, then that's what it means. So here's to hopping back on the wagon. It's insane what just 11 days off can do to your body and your mind. So gonna make a plan for the morning time, force myself, even if I don't want to walk in the evening time. And you know, it's already Wednesday, so I'm just gonna kind of stick to what I've been doing as far as eating. Haven't been eating bad, I just haven't been eating anything set, if that makes sense. Make my good grocery list for the week and keep on doing what I know works. That's really all I can do. So I am gonna go and try to figure out a better way to work, because I'm in so much traffic. So I will see you guys later.